Hello everyone and welcome back to You Can Call Me Joshua. This is the 16th travel diary video. In my last video, we continued our drive to New York by going across country from Denver, Colorado to Hayes to St. Louis, Missouri in a total of 14 hours. So I suggest checking that out. The date is Thursday, November 16th, 2017, and the time is 8:23. Currently, I am in St. Louis, Missouri at a penthouse Airbnb. I have actually had a lot of fun here. If you haven't known this, St. Louis, Missouri is mostly famous for the Big Arch, which is actually a national park. And it's the big silver metal arch that you can actually go to the top in because there's like windows on the top. And we walked there and it was so cool. And it was also a little bit scary because, you know, like if you went to any other building, you're supported in the middle. But here you're not supported in the middle if you go to the top. And just looking at it gave us the nerves. And also we went inside the visitor center and we got to learn the history on how it was made. And there was about 9 builders or something, or 8. And there was a book that we saw that showed people working up and actually cleaning on the top with no rope. Cleaning the top of the arch with no rope. The top of the arch with no rope. It's crazy. We also learned that the arch is basically 2 legs that are pushed together by force and held together by one piece. So the 2 legs are just, like this, and then they're pushing against each other. And if they didn't have the force, then it would just be 2 legs walking around. And how you get to the top is there's a tram that's like a little capsule that 8 people can go in, and it goes from here and goes to the top and then back down. And yeah, it was pretty cool seeing that. And then we went to a park which was with some cool structures, and then there's a natural grocery store where we got food there. Me and my dad made a spontaneous cinema, which is pretty cool. And yeah, but now we're at our last day because our next destination is Ohio. It is about an 8-hour drive, so it's gonna be another long one. But the reason we've been having a lot of long drives is because we need to be in New York by December, and we need to make it in time because we booked a flight to Europe, which is where we go abroad. So yeah, that's why we're having long drives to get to farther destinations. Without further ado, here's a clip of my journey over to Ohio. So we have just left the city of St. Louis, and we are beginning our drive over to Ohio. And it's about an 8-hour drive until we get to our destination, which is Sugarcreek, Ohio. We have stopped to get gas, and we're gonna fill up and then get back on the road. So we've been driving for about 2.5 hours, and we're about to enter the state of Indiana. We've passed the border and we're now in Indiana, and to get to Ohio we have to go across the entire state of Indiana before we can actually get to Ohio, where our destination is. We are now entering the city of Indianapolis. So we're switching drivers and then we're gonna get back on the road, and we're planning in about an hour. We are gonna stop at Starbucks and take a little rest there, and then continue our journey to Ohio. So we have 3 more hours until we get to our destination. And actually, we are passing the Wilbur Wright Birthplace and Museum. And if you don't know, the Wright brothers are the ones who created the airplane, which is really cool. We've been driving for 5 hours, and now we're gonna get gas to fill up, and then we're gonna head over to Starbucks and take a quick rest there, and then get back on the road. We are now at Starbucks. So we got our food, and now we're gonna get back on the road. We have crossed the border, and we are now in Ohio! Driving for 6.5 hours, and we're switching drivers, and we've got about 2.5 hours left until we get to our destination. We've been driving for about 7 hours, and now we're passing through the city of Columbus. We got 1 more hour until we get to our destination, and we're gonna stop at Starbucks again for a quick bathroom break. So apparently the Starbucks is in a Kroger, but since it's just a bathroom break, we're gonna still go in. We went to the bathroom, and then we got a few things from the store, and now we're back on the road. We have now entered a part of Ohio that is home to many Mennonite and Amish people, and we also saw a sign for a horse and buggy. So something that's really cool is we just saw a horse and buggy, and since the Amish country that we're staying at is they don't have electricity, and it's horse and buggy, and they don't really have many cars around this area, so we will see a lot of horse and buggies, and it's like so cool because it's like a horse on the road. So yeah. Almost there. We're here. This is it. We are now in Sugarcreek, Ohio. Thank you very much for watching. You can click over here to see my last travel diary video, and you can click over here to see my new spontaneous cinema, Sync Technology. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.